Do black people cosplay? Do we have a sense of imagination? Or do we just live a dark, gritty life? Well, the answer to that is simple. And questions like that is the reason why we need to fall in love with black cosplayers. And like usual, I have my top 10 list. But before I get started, welcome back home to my channel, the only place in the world where everyone is family. And with that being said, let's start with reason number 10. They are masters at designing outfits. Because most of the time, they don't have a giant pool of disposable income. So they are forced to work with what they got. And one thing you should know about black culture is that they're creative. So they will find pieces and craft together anything they can find to make an outfit. And the crazy part is it'll look exactly like the character. It will look like your favorite anime character jumped out of the TV. The attention to detail will blow your mind because a black cosplayer will always make it work. And that's one of the reasons they draw crowds in conventions. And now let's roll to number 9. They are extremely accurate with the voice acting. And I'm not surprised when I see a lot of black comedians who are great voice impersonators. It's just a talent that black people have. So when they fall in love with a character, they will practice till the voice is perfect. You will be shocked when they approach you sounding exactly like Deku or Vegeta. It's like God cut and paste their vocals. I remember bumping into a cosplayer that was so good that I thought he literally needed to be on a show. I mean, I don't even have the I'm in pain voice down. And in my opinion, that's the hardest thing to do. And that's how I know black vocals are on another level. And now let's go to number 8. They have a passion for each character. And if any of you doubt me, ask them to break down a character from Hunter x Hunter, or ask them to break down the story of Zoro to you. This level of passion takes cosplay to another level, because they will know every action and movement this character would do. They'll even know how the character would answer a question. And this will add another level of realness. A black cosplayer is the definition of authentic, and I'd love to see someone dedicated to this much art. Now let's kick on over to number 7. They are masters at posing at angles. And maybe this is a product of them being social media savvy, because when you're about to take their picture, they will always surprise you. It will look like the manga. They will look ready to slay a kingdom full of ogres. Each picture will bring emotions that you never thought possible. And if they so happen to be the villain, they will seem heartless. And they're not shy about giving you directions, because if they see you're about to take a lame picture, they will let you know. And that takes us to number 6. They do what most people are scared to do in the culture. Because we all love anime, but we don't act upon it. So it takes the bravest of the bravest to do cosplay. And it really shows when you see their presence. They know they carry the weight of the culture on their back. And they know that doing this will invite other people to participate. And from what they've told me, they look forward to seeing a convention full of black people. But they understand that they are the spearhead of a movement. And it's amazing to see them bravely take it on. And now let's roll to number 5. They introduce you to animes you might not have heard of. Because black culture loves great storytelling. And they will dig deep if they're into something. And in doing so, you'll find some unique characters. That's why when you see them, you might have to ask them what anime that character is from. And that is one of the fastest ways for you to find your new favorite show. It's like they have a meter for great stories. And one thing I can say is that they will never disappoint. Now let's go to number 4. They bring an aura of excitement and something new to conventions. Because years ago, it wasn't common for them to go. And most parents would probably be wondering why their kid is building a piece of armor. But nowadays, you can't miss them in a convention. They are out and about showing their eclectic taste. And their ability to mingle is second to none. It's like they blew a breath of fresh air into conventions. And you can see the smile on people's face when they appear. And that takes us to number 3. They make it a family event. Because a black parent will support their kid's creative side. So if they want to dress up as Naruto, just know that dad is going to be there. Research has shown that the most active fathers are black. So nobody should be surprised if the whole family's there. And to be honest, pops might want to get into the action. I've seen entire families dressed up. And that brings a high level of joy into my heart, because it points the culture into a better direction. And I will forever be here for that. Now let's roll to number 2. It is almost guaranteed that they're going to have the best Instagram, because cosplayers have the sauce. Besides pictures of them dressed up, you'll probably get comedy sketches. Or you might see a battle scene acted out. But one way or the other, you'll be entertained. So if you see any of them at a convention, you better ask them for their Instagram handle. And that takes us to number 1. They show us that unity is not that far away. Because where else can people of all religious and ethnic backgrounds come together? They show us what a perfect future looks like. And it's definitely something you have to experience at least once. I, for one, applaud every black cosplayer. And I can't wait to see more. Now, if you're new to the house, make sure you smash that like button, because that's the only way we can keep the power on. And when you're done doing that, click on one of my videos that just popped up. And I'll see you on the next one.